goes. Ooh, not enough mustard.
Oh.
And there comes the ketchup.
It's going.
Yeah. It's like a polar bear. It's like you don't know how big a polar bear is until you get right up on one and
No, we got the four-wheel drive, transfer case all in it. It was doing good, but then I drove it to was it the day before yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I drove it down to the campground to see some of our friends that were leaving, and it started making a whining noise. And as I was coming back, it just kept getting worse and worse. And now it doesn't want to. It'll move 4 or 5 feet and just don't want to pull. But kind of knew in the back of my mind we might have to do this because the truck that we bought, the military truck that all the running gear came out of, this transmission and transfer case was in it, turbo 400, heavy duty turbo 400 with a 208 transfer case. And the guy said that the transmission and transfer case was good, that the motor went bad in the truck. And we pulled the dipstick, the fluid was good and red. So, 9 times out of 10, if you got good red fluid, the transmission is probably good, but it's not. So, we're going to take it back out. We're going to disassemble it. I'm not going to rebuild this transmission. We had a good turbo 400 out here in the building that had just been rebuilt, but the bell housing was cracked right where you bolted up to the engine. So we pulled all the stuff out of that transmission. All of it's new. We're just going to take this one out, pull the stuff out, put all this stuff in, throw it back in there, and keep our fingers crossed and hope we hit it right this time. And I know, for those of y'all just know, we just started this YouTube channel. And this morning when I woke up, I think we're on to something. I think it's going to be something big. We've got 8 subscribers now.
We got 8. Hey, Ivan, did you hear that? We got 8 of them.
Really?
Yeah, 8.
Whoa.
Right now.
I was just reading my notebook. But that's good. I'll write that down. So. Yeah. That's cool.
Get our custom fabbed engine support put in over top of the engine and support it up so when we pull the transmission out, it doesn't flop down. And I guess we'll probably do a time lapse of that and come back when we get it out. How was that?
Oh, it was great. It was grand. It was wonderful.
It felt good.
It felt good.
Are we filming?
Yep.
Man, I don't know what's going on. At any point in time. I went with glasses.
Of course, you can see we got it out. We're getting ready to take the transfer case off of it so we can start tearing the transmission down and get into it. Just sitting here thinking about the torque converter, debating on whether to put that torque converter in the other transmission or back in it. It just depends. I don't know if it's...
Yeah,
I'm sure the fluid's probably contaminated. I don't know. We'll look and see if we can see anything at all in it. It's not the right practice to put the old converter back in, but we'll take a peek at it and make a judgment call.
I feel like a Gatling gun. Look at this thing. Reload. Sorry, I had a little moment.
You did.
Yeah.
All right. I am 100% sure that thing's just gonna flop and fall wherever it wants to go. Fluid will go everywhere. I'm sure. We'll drag it down to the table. Yeah, we may. Let's get the bolt. We'll get all but one bolt out of it before we knock it off. Yeah,
Strawberry yogurt.
It looks like there was moisture in it. I don't know. It's crazy because every time we did pull the dipstick, it never showed any signs of any moisture in it. But that definitely looks like some moisture has got in there. So that may have been what caused the problem. I don't know. In fact, we probably pull the dipstick now and see. It's just, I mean, it's
Weird.
good and red. So we'll clean it up, tear it down, see what it looks like. It really doesn't look that bad.
They don't look like that.
I mean, it doesn't look great, but I have seen worse. Okay. Yeah. You talking about something that burns when it gets in your eye.
Yeah, it burns when it gets in anywhere.
Good God.
Well, that's fixed.
Yeah,
Put it all back together, see what we can do.
Pretty much rebuilt.
Wow.
The question of the hour is whether to go back with that torque converter or not. I don't think we've got another one here.
Let's get you a big old
I don't know.
taste.
We only have 8 subscribers to comment on this. So, you know, whatever decision we make, somebody's probably not going to see it anyway.
But think about it, man. That's like,
And if it comes out good, we're heroes. If it
that's
don't,
8 humans.
they'll get to see
A
us
lot.
take it out again.
That's 8 full people. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, look, I got nothing in my hands.
Tilt this thing back up. You for real? Yeah, square business. Tilt it up.
All right. That's right.
Are we live?
Well, it's pre-recorded. It's no live studio audience. but-
Okay. Well, anyway, we're getting ready to tear the transmission down and
What the heck?
swap the stuff out. Ivan is gonna tear this one down. He's never he watched me tear that one down the other night, so he's gonna do this one. So if it gets screwed up, we hit that.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
I did hear you found out something about a certain torque converter.
Yes, we did not have torque converter. Decided we're definitely not going to use that one because it's just too contaminated. But I got several diesel torque converters that came out of the military trucks, and one of them was in a brand new transmission that hardly had any fluid run through it. Done a little checking on the internet. Guys that said they used diesel torque converters behind the 305 with no problem. And I called my buddy Bruce. He's kind of my go-to guy. He's old school. He's got several 6.2 diesel trucks. He's done it bunches of times. He said, throw it in there, you'll be just fine. So we're going to put a diesel converter in there. So yeah, go. So we pretty much got everything here except we'll go buy a new filter and fluid, and we should be able to have it going again later on today.
Cool.
We got everything out of it. The stuff really didn't look too bad, but it does. We got there's a lot of clutch material here that was in it. So I don't know what went bad in it, what turned loose. But anyway, we got all new stuff to put back in it. We'll clean the case up, start putting it back together, and then we'll get it back in the van, and hopefully she'll be good to go. He'll be good to go this time. But that's it. We'll clean it up and put it back together.
Or the parts store run?
Yeah, I'm just looking at that case. We didn't do a good job cleaning the outside, did we?
Oh, yeah, well.
It's what's in here that matters.
That's right. It's clean on the inside. All right, let's go get transmission fluid and filter.
All right, cool.
Put it back together and put it in.
So what are you gonna tell them?
Tell them an 87 Chevrolet G20
87 Chevy
with a turbo 400 transmission. And watch them scramble.
I'm gonna ask you what
color is it?
and what size is your windshield washer fluid,
Right,
reservoir, and all that.
right. What size tires does it have on it?
Man, I don't know, but we were somewhere and I was in your van and y'all went in the store and this lady comes out, you know, carrying her stuff and
Yeah.
just no big deal. And man, I go to barking like a full-grown animal, just dog, just bad, you know. You ever seen them people throw the milk when they get scared, like no, and throw the milk? That's what it was. But she didn't throw her bag, man. If she did, that'd be extra points. Are you hot?
It's a little warm, yeah.
It's a little warm.
Here it comes. Here we go. Careful with the.
$75.
Careful with the. Careful.
I know, to shake it up. Most expensive part of the rebuild was the fluid. Did you get hot?
Hot ain't the word. Seth's gonna do the old car chase turnaround. All right.
Yeah, and that's how you move a vehicle without having to fire it up. Back from the store, everybody's got their vehicles down here. What are you about to do?
Well, it's kind of close to quitting time, so I'm going to finish doing the transmission, getting it back up into the van. Ivan's going to work on his car, the brake booster on his car, and you're going on a trip tomorrow. I think maybe the distributor cap on yours might be breaking down or something, so you're going to swap the distributor cap, check it. So we're all three going to be jamming on cars, jamming on something. So. All right, we just literally took it off the lift, got everything put back in it. I've put 8 quarts of fluid in it. That may be enough with what was in the converter. I don't know. I'm gonna check it. and we're gonna try to see if it runs. Take it down the road. Y'all be the first one to see it like that.
Oh shoot. There's a strap.
Yeah, we still got a little short brake line on this side, so we have to strap the axle up so don't pull it out when we put it on the lift. Don't hear any noises so far. Up the ship.
I want them brakes on my car. See, remember I was telling you about the car?
You're going to end up having to Flintstone that car.
Buy some good brake shoes and duct tape them to my feet.
Yeah.
Just.
Yep.
You know what? I can have. That'd be dangerous. Couldn't throw a boat anchor out. God, I go straight to jail.
For throwing a boat anchor out the car?
Yeah, with the chain hook to it to help stop the car. Yeah, you talk about dangerous.